I just uttered a prayer as a son of God, declaring that Democrats who do not go to Michigan and Wisconsin and all the close states where voter fraud was being attempted, if you do not go there and ask your Democrat operatives, get your Democrat operatives to cease and desist with fake ballots, stealing the election, you will be plagued. My prayer was heard, and now I'm appealing to you. One, I'm telling you, you are not the children of God. You support abortion. There is no way you represent the children of God. You do not represent the blood lineage of God. You are not in one of the mansions in his house. You're not in his house. He does not favor wickedness. He does not favor the destruction of his own ideals. God is not a schizophrenic. You people know, with the pedophilia being covered up by your side. You people know the benefit that Donald Trump has brought to black people. You people know that he's not a racist. You people know that you've been sweeping under the rug the fact that Joe Biden slapped you in your face by saying, vote for me or you ain't black. You know that. You want some alcohol. Somebody said, you said, I'll vote for you if you get me drunk. So they got you drunk on anger. Like you really that angry over Donald Trump? Like, word? No, I don't believe it, and neither do you. But if you don't rise up and do something so that this country is not stolen by your puppet masters are pedophiles. Your puppet masters sell this country out. Your puppet masters will open the door and let China come in here and treat you like Chinese people get treated. Do you want to be limited to only one child? Do you want to be Twitter? You want to be able to never say anything political against the government on your Twitter, Facebook, or whatever your social media account that you favor? Do you want the government to listen in on all of your communications? Do you want to lose freedom like that? Do you want to lose control of being able to defend your your home with your firearm? You know, you guys are not thinking. You're drunk. You're drunk. You know better than to vote this way. You do. You know better than to vote this way. But you ask to be drunk. Like a hoe at a party. Who knows better than to fuck that player right there? But he's cute. And he's fun. And you get dap and props from your friends if you go into the back bedroom and lay down on the coats at the back of the house party and bang it out with him. You get props. So you know what you say to him? Get me drunk before we do this so that I can have an excuse. Okay, so you guys are drunk on Black Lives Matter. You're not that mad about the cops shooting this kid. You're not that mad because you know we be wilding out. You know you're not supposed to threaten the cops with physical violence. You know that. You know we be wilding out. That's your common sense. But it's an excuse. Black Lives Matter is an excuse to act like you're drunk on pain. You're not drunk on pain. You voted for Joe Biden because it was the cool thing to do because you're addicted to being cool. You don't know how to deal with other black people who ridicule you. When you're ridiculed, nobody gives you sex. You can't get no pussy that way. I understand the hood. So Joe Biden is the cool guy? Word? Nah, you know Trump was the cool guy. HBCUs, funded for 10 years. Black unemployment, all-time low. Republicans supported by blacks being doubled and tripled in some places. Are you kidding me? No, Trump's mad cool. You even know that. He's just not cool with the media. He pissed the media off. Trump's closer to you as a person, as an American, than the media. The media is bought by some really weird pedophile people on the world level. That's why they're making dude look bad. And you even know that. I know you're not stupid, but you want to act stupid. You want to be drunk on anger, which is an excuse to act stupidly and act rash. You want this sellout that you're doing to your own community. You know the Democrats only keep you in the cycle of young men who think that their claim to fame is that they get pussy, which basically means that we have another generation of kids without fathers, and our children don't like living without their fathers. And this whole machinery, this hamster wheel that our community is on, keeps us in welfare, which makes us want to vote for them. We're dependent on them by perpetuating our own weakness, by having babies that at the wrong time of our life, when we're not economically strong as parents yet. So we vote for a handout. So we vote for Democrats because they're always promising it. They're always promising that beefed up welfare check. But this is not a dignified way for us to live. And you white liberals who set this up, you act like you love black people, but you keep them in this fucking hamster wheel. You keep them all calmed down like that shit is cool? Like that is synonymous with what it means to be black, is to be poor and be caught up in the hood? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? That shit is racist. Wait till black people come into their own, start managing their money. This shit is over after that. Everybody's going to be conservative after that. When nobody's dependent because nobody's acting like a fool sexually no more. So they always talk about the virility of the black teenager and the size of the black penis and how you gotta like get popping with that shit, sexual life and shit. But that sells our kids out. That sells our kids. None of our kids. I used to teach abstinence education in the inner city. None of our kids like not having their father at the home. They don't want to be that kind of father. So they're selling us this weakening lifestyle for our people. So most of you smart enough to understand this. And then they're gonna steal this fucking election from your last hope. Your last hope was what was left of the conservative movement in this country. And you're gonna empower that they're gonna disappear all the evidence for the Pfizer gate and all the pedophiles that are being rounded up right now under the Trump administration. They're not gonna round up these pedophiles anymore because Democrats are more friends with these pedophiles. There are some Republicans that are friends with them, but Democrats are the party of sexual immorality, selling baby parts. After they take them, take the baby out of a mother's womb in Planned Parenthood, selling baby parts. That's not you. That's not you. On your inside, but functionally, you voted for Biden. You're a son or daughter of the devil at that point because you're empowering the devil's agenda, killing babies, snuffing out investigations into people who sold our country out. You want those people to get away with it. You want Hillary to get away with her server? You don't care? You're not that stupid. And then you say, well, both sides are no, you're full of shit. Both sides are not as wicked. You're not allowed to be that wicked on the Republican side because the media won't help you. The media is only helping one side. That side is allowed by the media being hush hush about it. That media, it's that side that is in bed with that media. They're the ones that's allowed to do wicked shit, deep secret shit. If Republicans do the same shit, the media will blow the whistle on them. Republicans and Democrats, ooh, they're not equal. They're not equal. The only type of Republicans that may be equal to Democrats are what we call rhinos. Rhinos always sell out their own Republicans. When that Republicans are just that close to being able to do something, to change something, rhinos always shoot them in the foot. And those rhinos many times are in bed, like Romney. They say Romney's got some Ukrainian deals going on over in Ukraine too. Romney had reasons why he didn't want Trump looking into Ukrainian corruption. So that's why Romney, which is a rhino Republican, voted to impeach the president. Okay, so I prayed a little while ago, and what I released as a son of God, no, you're not. If you're a Democrat, you are stripped of any claim to be a son or daughter. You are empowering things. You are empowering abortion. You are empowering free sex. You're empowering it. You're empowering the destruction of the church. You're empowering Gavin Newsom and his idea that, you can't even go to church when COVID is something that, is survivable by 99% of the people. Not every state banned churches. So you're empowering that. You're empowering godlessness. While you're empowering godlessness, you are stripped of any claim that you could even imagine of being in league with our Heavenly Father. You are not of his interests. And just like any sound person, if his grown children undermine him, that father will tell him, leave my house. You're not going to openly undermine Heavenly Father. No. You can't even call him Heavenly Father. Most of you come openly, and you know this from stolen sperm and egg. That means there was no permission. You didn't ask for hand in marriage to get, committed to that sexual union that bears those children. You're outlaw. You combine stolen sperm and egg, where the grandparents have no say-so in the future and the destiny of their potential grandchildren. God is a grandparent. That's why God cares about the way sex happens. You don't care. So God is not going to vouch for you. So when I, as a true son of God, put it out there that you're going to be punished, you're going to be punished. You don't know when it's going to happen, but you cannot plague. You cannot disappear. You guys been unfair. You need to regulate Twitter. You need to go to Twitter and tell them to cut. They're regulating the free speech of God's people. They're regulating the free speech of people who tend to be more principled than you. Your whole party is an excuse and a defense for loss of self-control. Your whole party is an excuse and a defense. You congeal under the banner of seeking a solution for the plagues that ensue your lack of self-control. That's why you want abortion. It is a way to heal the plagues that ensue your lack of self-control. If you can't control your sexual organ, you want to heal it by getting rid of the baby that you weren't ready for. You knew when penis goes into vagina that a baby could be created. So you're out of control. But you're the party who votes for that because you don't like gaining self-control. Something needs to happen because you are threatening to harm good people, the side that represents God's side. You don't represent. Half of you hate God. You hate Christians. You've thrown them out, discarded them wholesale as being useless and delusional from your point of view. You know there are atheists in your party, ravenous atheists, and some of you call yourselves Christian, but you vote alongside atheists who want to hurt Christianity. You'd rather paint a Black Lives Matter poster while these people pull down your party. You cool and vote alongside with people who pull statues of Jesus down? Statues of Abraham Lincoln? What the fuck, you want to go be a slave again? Why are you voting and because you're drunk and you wanted to be drunk because you're so weak that when the media, which is in the tank in bed with the Democrats, they won't let you look cool. They only allow you to look cool when you're helping them through voting their way. And you're so weak. That's why Chelsea Handler thinks she can shame Fitty. She gonna shame Fitty, and then she's gonna be like, if you're a good little boy, I'll give you some pussy. Are you kidding me? You've been insulted all over the place. And you know you're wrong. That's why, as a son of God, I want to speed up your education. I'm asking that you be plagued. If you do not, in this 11th hour, ask your party, plague your party to stop cheating. Michigan, Wisconsin, Nevada, Pennsylvania, North Carolina, Georgia. Georgia should have been called for Trump, but you hate him too much and you empower these assholes who hate a good man so much that you openly cheat him. Donald Trump is only seen as being that terrible and deserving of that type of unfairness because they write stories that way against him. But you know what? You were too drunk on your parties and lack of self-control to study the way the man really was. And I really respect the number of black people who got off that mental plantation and realized that Trump is the real deal and needs our help as black people. But you're responsible. In this 11th hour, you set the condition of pressuring your party to get up off Georgia, get up off North Carolina, get up off, stop fucking around with Pennsylvania. Just cut it out. Stop fucking around with Nevada and stop fucking around with those fake ballots in Wisconsin and Michigan. There will be a recount in Wisconsin and Michigan. Shut the fuck up when those ballots are seen as being coming from outside the realm of registered voters in those two states. Because there's more votes than registered voters in those states. That's your side. I don't have an adjective there. Your side is the ugly side. You're the villain, but it's worse than that. Your side actually should be, I don't want to say, extinguished. But you know what? Maybe if you just extinguish that stupid ass party, maybe if you extinguish that demonic marriage between your party and the mainstream media, between your party and George Soros, maybe if you just extinguish those bonds, refuse to support them, that's all the extinguishing that might be necessary. Okay? But I don't think Heavenly Father is going to let you divorce this nation from Christianity itself and hunt us down with your bullshit censorship and regulations. No, you are on the side of the devil. That's what I'm trying to tell you. And when he opens a can of whoop ass, because his children are asking him to open a can of whoop ass at this point, you gonna get yours. You're on the wrong side. And the least you can do in the 11th hour is to appeal to your party officials to cut the cheating. This is your last opportunity to go on record as having actively repented, actively tried to stop the wrong that you're responsible for because you steadily vote for it.